Welcome to this explainer, where we are going to decode the exciting, totally transformative changes coming to the CBSE Class 9 Science Syllabus for the 2026-27 academic session. If you're a student, a parent, or an educator stepping into this new school year, well, you're standing at a major turning point. The traditional ways of learning science, they are being completely overhauled. We're finally moving away from that old textbook grind and stepping into an era where understanding how science applies to the real world is what actually matters. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what these changes mean for you, how the marks are distributed, and what you really need to focus on to absolutely crush it this year.
Here's our quick roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at the end of rote learning. Second, the chemistry and biology breakdown. Third, physics and natural resources. And finally, assessments and practical work.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, the end of rote learning and this major shift to competency-based education.
The absolute driving force behind this entire syllabus update is the NCFSE 2023 framework. Basically, this means you're going to be using brand new Grade 9 NCERT textbooks designed specifically around it. Now, you might hear the term competency-based learning thrown around a lot, right? But what does that actually mean for you on a Tuesday morning in class? Well, it means the curriculum doesn't care anymore if you can just parrot back memorized definitions. No way. Instead, the focus is entirely on your competency. It's about your ability to take a scientific concept and actually use it to solve a problem, analyze the situation, or explain something happening out in the real world. The new textbooks you'll be cracking open are built from the ground up to foster exactly that kind of critical thinking.
The contrast here is honestly night and day. The syllabus is intentionally stripping away the memorization in favor of hands-on practical applications of science. Think about it. The old way was all about cramming your head full of disconnected facts, just long enough to pass an exam, and then forgetting them a week later. Your new reality is competency-based. You're going to be evaluated on your understanding of the why and the how, not just the what. And honestly, this shift is incredibly empowering because the science you learn this year will actually stick with you. It'll completely change the way you observe the world around you, long after the school bell rings.
Moving right along to Section 2, the chemistry and biology breakdown, or as I like to call it, where the bulk of your marks are.
Let's look at the clear 80-mark breakdown, which instantly shows you that chemistry and biology demand the vast majority of your focus. Together, they represent 50 out of your 80 marks. That is a massive chunk of your overall grade, and literally your primary battlefield this year. You've also got physics split into two categories, effects of currents sitting at 13 marks and natural phenomena at 12, and then natural resources rounds out the final 5 marks. For a focused learner, this is your ultimate strategic blueprint. It tells you exactly where you need to dedicate the majority of your study time and energy to maximize your success.
So, for those 25 marks in chemistry, you're going to be exploring the materials theme. This takes you from the basic physical states of matter all the way down to Bohr's atomic model. You'll start with the relatable stuff, observing things you can actually see and feel, like how solids, liquids, and gases behave, plus the really fascinating process of evaporation. Then, things get a bit more complex. You'll dig into the nature of matter, learning how to classify the world into elements, compounds, and complex mixtures like colloids. But the real magic, that happens when you zoom in to the microscopic level. You'll be diving into atomic structure, the hidden world of atoms, molecules, and chemical formulas. You're going to learn how Bohr's model maps out the atom and how valency dictates the way different elements interact and bond. It's basically like uncovering the invisible building blocks of the entire universe.
Now, biology matches that with its own 25 marks, and it's quite the journey. It takes you from the microscopic world of cells and complex plant tissues all the way to the massive global scale of biodiversity. Under the theme of the living world, your starting point is the cell. You'll learn exactly why it's the fundamental structural and functional unit of life, exploring essential components like the nucleus and, of course, the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. From there, you'll see how cells group together to form tissues, specifically getting into complex plant and animal tissues like meristematic and permanent tissues, parenchyma and collenchyma. And finally, you'll zoom all the way out to look at the sheer, mind-blowing diversity of living organisms. You'll learn how scientists actually make sense of global biodiversity through intricate classification systems, allowing you to see how literally all life on Earth is interconnected.
All right, let's dive into Section 3, Physics and Natural Resources. This is all about forces, energy, in our world.
Physics is neatly divided into natural phenomena and effects of current, and it covers everything from Newton's action-reaction forces to the speed and reflection of sound. Under the theme, moving things, people, and ideas, you're going to get very analytical. You won't just be reading about motion, you'll be actively plotting distance, velocity, and acceleration on graphs. You're going to dive into the invisible pushes and pulls of the world through force and Newton's laws, mastering super important concepts like inertia, momentum, and action-reaction pairs. Then, you'll tackle the mechanics of work, energy, and power, understanding how kinetic and potential energy transform and how energy is ultimately conserved. Finally, you'll explore the nature of sound. How does it propagate through the air? How do we calculate its speed? What is the actual science behind an echo? And how does the incredible mechanics of human hearing actually work?
Now, the number 5. The crucial point here is absolutely do not overlook the final 5 marks of the curriculum. I know it might seem like a tiny number compared to the 25 marks for chemistry or biology, but these 5 marks are incredibly important. Honestly, sometimes 5 marks is the literal difference between an average grade and being top of the class. And way beyond just grades, the stuff covered here is vital for your understanding of the world we actually live in. Those 5 marks are completely dedicated to natural resources, specifically the complex biogeochemical cycles like water, carbon, and nitrogen that keep Earth habitable. Honestly, this is where all the sciences sort of mash together. You're going to study the massive planetary engines that sustain life itself. You'll trace the journey of a single water droplet through the water cycle, understand how the oxygen cycle keeps us breathing, and explore the critical carbon and nitrogen cycles that feed the planet's entire ecosystem. Understanding these cycles is absolutely essential for grasping the delicate balance of our environment and the very real climate issues we're facing today.
Finally, Section 4, Assessments and Practical Work. This is all about proving your competency.
So how are you actually evaluated? Well, your final result isn't just riding on one big, stressful final exam anymore. It relies heavily on internal assessments built from your portfolios, continuous class tests, and hands-on lab work. And let's be real, this is a huge relief for anyone who struggles with exam anxiety. Your competency is being measured continuously over the entire school year. By maintaining a detailed portfolio of your work, actively participating in your class tests, and genuinely getting your hands dirty in the lab, you are steadily building your grade day by day. It completely rewards consistency, curiosity, and the actual application of knowledge rather than just how well you can cram the night before a final paper.
Let's see how this all builds into the actual lab environment. Rather than just reading about science in a book, you'll be executing specific practicals, moving step by step from mounting biological cells to physically verifying the laws of reflection. You are literally stepping into the shoes of a scientist. You'll carefully prepare stained temporary mounts of plant and animal cells and then study those intricate tissue slides under a microscope, seeing the cellular structures we talked about earlier with your own 2 eyes. Over in physics, you won't just blindly accept the laws of reflection as a fact. You will conduct lab experiments with light and mirrors to verify those laws yourself. This practical work is the whole shebang. It's the very core of competency-based education.
Yeah, one quick pro tip before we finish. While we've covered the big structural shift today, always remember to check the official CBSE academic website for your exact final unit-wise documents. This explainer gives you the grand architectural plan, but the specific micro details of exactly what chapters to read in your new NCERT textbooks will always be hosted directly by the board. Just make it a habit to bookmark that page and check it at the start of your term to ensure your study plan perfectly aligns with their latest updates.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to really think about this shift. Are you ready to stop just memorizing facts and start truly experiencing the science that surrounds you every single day? The 2026-27 CBSE Class 9 Science Syllabus is basically handing you the keys to understand the universe, from the microscopic atoms in a drop of water to the massive forces of momentum and energy that drive the world. It's an open invitation to become a true, focused learner. So as you prepare for the year ahead, ask yourself, how are you going to apply these concepts, not just to pass a test, but to satisfy your own curiosity about how reality actually works? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and have an absolutely incredible journey into science this year.